Hey, sports fans, Larry Eater, Athletics Chat 41. This is the epilogue. You know the deal. It's where I speak incessantly, and Michael tells me 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Dear God, please stop the horror. Anyway, this is the epilogue for Athletics Chat 41. What were our topics today? We had some fascinating topics. We started out talking about, again, how great the season's been, which has been fantastic. And Stuart talks about his favorite meat's been leaving. Mine has been the New Balance meat. I mean, I really love the American Track League stuff, but the New Balance meat still does a lot. And watch my deep thoughts and writings this week on the New Balance meat and why I liked it. Anyway, Stuart talked about the golden generation, but he brought up that Elliot Giles, new world leader, broke the British record in the 800, and so did Jamie Webb, but Jamie was second to break Seb Coe's record. And you've got some incredible athletes in the UK in the 1500 as well. 5 people under really 331, and how are they going to pick them? And Stuart and I chatted a little bit about Seb Coe and Steve Cram and Steve Ovett and Tom McKean and that generation. And we also talked a little bit about the need for media right now to say, well, it's all about the brand new shoes. I think the shoes have something to do with it. But as Elliot Giles just said, it's not all about the shoes. It's the perfect storm. You have athletes who were in incredible shape for 2020, and they rested a big part of 2020. Now they're blowing the sport apart in 2021. Elliot Giles, in fact, isn't in one of the new pair of Nike shoes, and neither is Lee Webb in the new pair of Adidas shoes. So what's going on there? Why are these guys running faster? Do the shoes matter? Yes, they do, as do the new Mondo tracks, as do proper nutrition, sports psychology, rest, training, everything. The level of athleticism, too, it all matters. Sean Engels wrote a very good piece today about the benefit of the shoes and his incredulity that athletes don't want to talk about it. Well, he's got to look no farther than himself, because I believe that a lot of the media, and they've been doing this since Doha, everything's about the shoes, or everything's about Christian Coleman. It's much more complicated. Everybody wants one little answer, a black and white answer, and it's not that. When Ron Clark broke 28 minutes for the first time in Turku, Finland, I think it was 1966, he did it on a cinder track. The way he got the race on the schedule is he had a promise to meet directors that he would come back the next day after having raced 25 laps in long spikes on cinders. Your legs have to feel like absolute crap. And he had to run a 3,000 against the big guns, okay? So his track, if he had been running on an artificial track, how much faster would he have gone? I believe he said one time he thought he could run in the 27:20s, and I believe he probably could have too. I think that the quality of shoes, the quality of tracks, the quality of training, all these things add up. The shoes have pushed it too far. The shoes on the track, yes, they're a benefit. Some people have said 1.5%. But I think where they're really making a huge difference is in the marathon distance. I remember talking to a former world record holder who told me that they believe what the shoes do on the roads is that they help keep fatigue under control so that your legs aren't all beat up between 20 and 26 and you can still move. And that's a huge, huge thing over a marathon. If you've ever experienced that, I did 18 of them. It took me 11 to figure out actually how to run them right, not blowing up every time. It's the new shoes provide a conundrum, but the companies are not equal. There is no way. The London Daily Mail put an article up that by the Olympics, 10 or 11 brands will have the same shoes as Nike. Good try, good luck. What Nike and Adidas and Puma and Brooks and New Balance have done, they've done some pretty incredible shoe cobbling, and it's much more than that. It's technology. It's who owns the technology, who has the trademarks on the midsoles, what this stuff's made of, how it works, what's the resiliency, what's the energy return. You almost need a physics degree to understand it. But does it help? Yes. But you cannot take someone who's running a 5-minute mile and expect they're going to break the world record for the mile. It's silliness, okay? And that's what we're trying to get at too. And I think some of our cohorts have just taken it a little too seriously. The GB team for indoors, they're going to have 41 athletes on it. Typically, they have about 48. Some younger athletes too, so that'll be kind of fun. But there's still some juggling to do with getting the tow room. I just filled my application out to remotely cover the European Indoor Champs. I love the European Indoors. One of my favorite events, but I can't get to Poland. I'm just a wee American. What the Olympics can learn from the Australian Open. Australian Open had about 1,300 people they had to process. They had to watch out. So what happened was that in looking at the 1,300 people that they put together, they have some of the people that have been involved said there's no way Tokyo can happen. We'll have to keep that in our next discussion. Thank you for watching the epilogue to the Athletics Chat 41. This is Larry Eder with RunBlogRun. If you like RunBlogRun, like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you love us on the YouTube. Take care.